Kwanya is a pastor, a servant of God, a singer, and a family man. It's one of the times and seasons that personally, Pastor Bob and his family, we came down to our knees. We tried to follow up with the government to see how they can. That was my worst time that I've ever experienced. First of all, as a human being, and also as a family man, and as a servant of God. Wewe mchungaji, utaomba rent yako ama utaenda kusaidia wale
au utapelekea mtu unga?
Utapelekea mtu unga. Voice. And to us, we thought that something is wrong because when we went, so we gazed and waited for the next word. You know, I'm seeing two heads. Wapi nini? Hata vichwa ni mbili hapa. Hii ni kichwa, hii ni kichwa. Now
Asanteni sana, karibuni sana. Welcome to Eroo Mtetezi Talks. I am your host, Eroo Mtetezi. And today we have an amazing guest, a powerful man of God that I have known personally at a personal level. He's somebody that I know. He carries a lot in him. And today we have the privilege just to share. Welcome so much, man of God, to the program.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
It's been a while. How have you been?
We thank God. We've been well.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Wow. We give God the glory.
Karibu
sana for sure. Now, talk to our viewers. Please, they would want to know who is this amazing man of God we are hosting today. What are your names? Ministry life. What are you doing? What are you involved and what are you doing? Yes.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I'm Pastor Bob Godwin Kwanya. Bob Godwin Kwanya. Bob Godwin Kwanya is a minister, is an artist, a minister through songs. I minister the word of God. I also direct Ruet. It's a ministry, not a church per se, but a group that is just consisted of young men, full of energy. We serve God in mission field.
Maybe somebody will ask, what is Ruet?
Ruet. Ruet is a reach the world evangelistic team. This is a team that we are. It was formed in 2012. 2012. Immediately we left college, and we decided to come together regardless of our denomination, our differences in religious matters. We came together and we've been doing it since 2012.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's
good to have you here, and we thank God for all those processes, all those engagements that you've had in ministry. And we would want just to know more about Pastor Bob, Bob Kwanya himself. Even in the ministry, you told us that you are preaching, and you are an artist. You also sing, and you're also, aware of how the period of 2020 has been like. Maybe you can share with us, how has it been for you? 2020, how has been 2020 been like for you?
2020, it's been a season that, of course, to everyone, it has been a very difficult season. Both men of God. It's good to mention that I have so many close friends who are pastors, different capacities in different churches. And during that time, you were talking, you were sharing, and near everyone was feeling the heat of Corona. So it was a great challenge. We've been having challenges in our country, not only in our country, but even in the entire world. But it has never come to a position where churches have been put down. That was something that has never happened. So as men of God, that was a great challenge. And when churches were brought down and we could not access our places of worship, of course it affected us both financially, ministry-wise, because now we were to come up with online services. You could not reach every member of every member at the same time. Some of our members don't even have smartphones. So it was a great time with a lot of challenges, but we thank God, here we are.
Yeah, personally, I was following you, and I saw you were so much vibrant online.
Yeah.
Which was one of the positive things that I saw you doing. God bless you for that.
Thank you.
Now, I also understand that beside ministry, you also a teacher by profession.
Yeah.
And that's what you know
Yes.
you've been doing.
Yes.
And all these things combined.
Yeah.
School being closed, ministry. First of all, it was closed, and now came phase 2. It was now a phase of limited members in church.
Yeah.
How was it like for you, your family, and even your hustles in terms of kazi zako na shughuli zako? How was it like?
Truth be told, it wasn't easy. That is one of the times and seasons that personally, Pastor Bob and his family, we came down to our knees. We were down and we're down. We were affected in all aspects, all angles, every man of life. Number one, as you've mentioned, I'm a teacher, and we involved in the private sector.
Yes.
And private sectors, we were really affected. We tried to follow up with the government to see how they can finance the private parts of the schools.
Yes.
But it wasn't easy. And it was a battle through until we missed it. We didn't get any shilling. So private schools had to hustle. Remember, their bills to be settled.
Yes.
And this thing from March to around November, before at least partial opening happened. You see, it was a uphill time. It was a climbing mountain.
Yes.
Now our finances were affected. The little we had. Remember, also we had some projects.
Yes.
COVID came. It was an abrupt thing.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody had prepared for it. Yeah, that is why both the rich nation and the poor nations, we all cried.
We were all humbled.
We were all humbled down, because even the rich men, they were not prepared. We had we have the business family, the business people. They were equally crying. We have the civil servants. The government could not pay them. Again, you find that in one or the other, we men of God, you will get some support from the church here and there. Now that wasn't there. That wasn't there. And honestly, to follow up with your members and tell them to send your tithe, to send their tithe through phones, even though you are doing online services, it wasn't easy.
It was tricky because somebody has got you have the privilege and you have your freedom. You have your phone at the comfort of your own bedroom. You just decide, what service do I follow? I mean,
it wasn't easy. It was crazy.
Yes.
And but for me, it has been a training season. Yeah, it has been a training season. That we should train our members to be people who can serve in and out of the season.
Correct.
You don't need to see your pastor there, so as you may continue to be faithful as you always do, because the pastor is there. No wonder Paul speaks in one of his epistles and say, even when I'm absent, I will expect that you continue to do the things that we did together. You see, he had gone to another place, but he was encouraging that church and saying, continue to do the things that we had done together. And if anyone will come with a different thing, let him not be accepted. So Paul is telling us, even when he is there or not, let's continue to do what is right. So it was a training season. We as pastors, we've learned a lot. Both Pentecostal churches, mainstream churches, other denominations. It was a great training for us. And we are learning something.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Personally, this period taught me a lot of things, and from the entertainment, at the part, side, me it's just music. We were relying on events. You are supposed to go somewhere for crusades, church service, and everything was shut. So hata ile kukula ilikuwa tunangangana, kwa sababu sasa hakuna kitu ambacho tunafikia mbali mnaweza kula. Ni kile kidogo mlikuwa nacho ndio tulikuwa tunategemea kukula. Hiyo nilikuwa nakula, as in Mungu tusaidie vile kesho itakuwa. It was really difficult before we began, like now kurudi on our feet. It was so tough because it was a period that hakuna mtu alikuwa anatoka nje. Now for you as Pastor Bob, how was it like? Because church imefungwa, shule imefungwa, you are home. I want to believe so. And there was no movement. You have a family. Kindly, if you can share with us.
Yes. To say the truth, that was my worst time that I've ever experienced. First of all, as a human being, and also as a family man,
yes,
and as a servant of God. It is the worst time,
yes,
because every network, all the networks were broken. Now you want to make a call to rely on a brother,
yes,
he's also in the mess. You want to call another person who you feel that is a friend who can come in, he's also in the mess. So all the networks, possible networks were broken down. And therefore everyone was an individual for himself. You and your family and God for us. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, as we had mentioned earlier, I teach,
yes,
I minister,
yes,
and ministry is okay, but when you're there, everything was shut down, so nothing will come out of it.
Yes.
Actually, it was us to go to the groundworks, even to help the washirika, because kule sasa kule ghetto na wale washirika
wale kabisa
wamekuwa affected, zile biashara zao ndogo ndogo imeharibika yote. Sasa wewe mchungaji utaomba rent yako ama utaenda kusaidia wale
au utapelekea mtu unga,
utapelekea mtu unga. Kwa hivyo hata ile kidogo ulikuwa nayo ilikuwa inabidi ungangane uone vile utasaidia, kwa sababu wanakupigia simu mchungaji, sisi tunalala nje hapa. Inabidi sasa you organize how they can get unga kidogo from whatever you have. And number two, you see now again, job wise for private sectors, you are only paid when you guys are at school.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
you're working, everything running.
When things are running okay, there is zero capitation from the government. Zero capitation. They give us nothing.
So there is no way you will go to the employer.
No. Actually, the employer. It's so funny, and one of the guys that I really know was calling an employer to see how the employer can sort out some of his bills. And funny enough, it was a coincidence. Sad Fayani, this friend had gone to the hospital. And it happened that it was a lady. She met the employer actually auctioning, selling these small books. So you are calling him
before making a call or after?
No, she had made a call, and the employer had never responded.
So now in the process,
they met.
The road.
They met. The employer was so dusty, auctioning these small books because now teachers and teachers also try to be active somehow in online education, but not everyone will access it. So with that, the employer came up with some creativity. She will make some booklets of PP1, the playgroup, these are to Adobo, and she will walk around trying to sell them. But again, kila mtu alikuwa na pesa, nobody will buy. So imagine, wewe kama employer anatembeza hizo vitabu, sasa tukimpigia simu kulipe.
Viewers, you can as well maybe misunderstand us in all this. We are laughing, but this situation is not as light as it is. All of these things put together, one of the things that as we've been advocating even outside there, that amidst all these things, I mean, you cannot afford just to die. I mean, just wear a smile. Because depression has really been serious even in this period of time. So you are here, you're making a call to your employer. You are requesting for assistance, and then the call is not picked. So you get out of your house, doing your normal chores just outside. Then you meet your employer by the roadside, auctioning vitabu vidogo. My goodness. So anakuuzia wewe unataka akusaidia at least 200.
Ile balance yako
ile ilibaki.
Crazy.
So you are there.
So
what happened?
So we have to come on our family table. Now we have to talk and see what is going to happen. Corona period came when my wife was expectant, and we were really optimistic. Things that will go on down well. And so there was a small thing that we had done first of all to prepare because of the coming of the kids. And at that time, we were just surprised when we went to one of the scanning, went for the scan, and we were told that we expected twins.
What?
Sasa, hey, I tell you, people celebrate because they're expecting twins. We sat down on the hospital bed looking at one another.
Just a minute. You've arrived to the hospital for a scan.
Yes.
Just to find out
how the baby is doing,
and you know the gender of the baby.
Yeah.
You've arrived with your wife. This is now Corona is happening.
Yeah.
No school, no
true.
church. All of you are at home.
Yeah.
And I also understand that she's a teacher. So no one is working. You're all home with the little preparations that you had made. So you're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
The scan reveals something.
Actually,
what was your reaction?
Hey, I tell you, there are things that when you remember now. My wife experienced some disorder. So, because number one, you could not prioritize going for a scan.
Yeah.
If things were okay.
Yes.
The little that you have.
To end a scan, ama tukule.
Yeah. That's the disorder, and we didn't want to risk to live in fear. We don't know what's happening, and now the baby had grown.
So it is the disorder that even brought about this idea of going to the scan.
Otherwise, if things were okay, you not have gone. 1,500, you spend 1,500 on scanning, and things are very hard. It was high. You want to have done that.
Yes.
So we have to go. So when we went, that was my first time to attend a scanning session.
Yes.
Actually, our firstborn, we didn't do scan. So the exercise started, and the doctor just she gave out a voice, and to us we thought that something is wrong, because when we went for scan, we were to solve a problem. What's happening? The doctor said, "Oh my,
what am I seeing?
What am I seeing?" Then we were all amazed, and we were all expecting to hear the next word.
And it was sort of like negative news.
Yeah. Of course, our minds were negatively.
We were still there in that disorder.
Right? Our minds were negatively framed because of the disorder.
Yeah.
So it's like, is baby dead or whatever? So, oh my. So we gazed and waited for the next word. And the doctor said, "I'm seeing two heads." Wapi nini? Hata kichwa ni mbili hapa. Hii ni kichwa, hii ni kichwa. Now the doctor is telling me, "Are you seeing me?" Honestly, I wasn't seeing anything, but
you're saying at this moment your eyes could not see anything.
Yeah, but
it was only your mind that was functioning because you are waiting to what next.
Yeah.
And now it is about seeing. Unaona kitu.
So are you seeing this? So she will try to help us and direct us from the screen. These are legs. These are legs. So you guys.
There are two heads.
There are two heads.
All right.
You guys have to. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You have to. Congratulations, my friend.
Viewers, you see, I don't know, for those who have the experience of going to the hospital, it's so funny. Whenever you visit a doctor in such scenario, I mean, you've gone for a scan, whether the doctor is saved or not, they will always utter that word. Congratulations, you are blessed. But have you ever seen a blessing that has arrived and you're not ready for it?
Yeah.
So, what was your experience like? It is now too. She's confirming too. And she's asking. She's asking whether you are also able to see the same thing.
Yeah.
So, what was the reaction like for you and your wife?
We were amazed, and for 2 minutes we didn't talk. We looked at our teacher. We looked back at the screen, and again at each other. Like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes we didn't talk.
Mtu ambaye anafurahi hapa tu ni daktari.
Yeah, the doctor was so, you guys, do you have twins in your family? Oh my God, this is so exciting.
The honors of the twins.
No. You know, bro, we were just, everything has shut down.
You know where you are coming from.
Yeah, yes.
Where you are.
Yes.
Now these are the news now.
Yeah. Now it's like you're in a desert. You're in a desert, and you saw an
oasis of water somewhere.
No, yeah.
And then you're like, by far that's an oasis. And it must be having water.
Oh yeah. Then you really rush to that oasis. In the process, you use a lot of energy. You sweat trying to get to the oasis. Then when you are just in the oasis, after you sweat, after you've struggled, you realize that it's an empty oasis. Better you will have sat down and preserve that energy that you had, rather than spending that energy going to the oasis only to find it's empty. You see? So we were like, hey, this period is tough. Yes, when you became expectant, things were okay, and things were good. We didn't know such a situation can come.
Yeah.
Now it has come that we're in this mess. You are in the house. I'm in the house. Nothing is moving, and we are expecting to. So everything to napkin 2, blanket 2. The budget times 2.
Everything is now to 2.
It wasn't easy. So what next? So we came back to the house. While in the hospital, we called some very close friends. We realized that we could not help each other.
Yes. No one is ready for this news.
Yes.
And no one seems to understand anything.
So I decided to remove that pressure by calling some few close friends.
Yes.
And amazingly, the first friend that I called, hey, in fact, the doctor, I had to put a loudspeaker so my wife will hear. Yeah. The doctor was asking, I wish you guys would have reacted like that guy.
What was the reaction of the friend?
that friend shouted over the phone, wow!
That scream. Wow! Guys, look at this situation. You are in the hospital, the news have come, you're expecting 2. You have twins. You and your husband or you and your wife are there. No one still believes. And then just out of curiosity, just to ease the pressure on you, you pick your call and call a friend. Then the friend is more excited than both of you combined. Then the doctor comes in and intervenes. That, how I wish. How I wish.
You reacted as that person.
The doctor had made an observation that these 2 people here and the one who is called are not reading from the same script.
Very true.
It was the situation now that now was forcing you people like to this kind of dilemma. You are now in a dilemma.
Yeah.
You didn't understand what.
Immediately the news, as a man,
I
had to look ahead.
And the next step now, after this scan.
Yes. And the next step actually was engulfed. It was darkness. Because things are done with money. And now we are here, we're in the houses, nothing's moving. I tell you, there is no brother who can come in to help you. Yeah, it was a joyful thing that the Lord has blessed us with twins, but again it was a kind of burden that we were
not ready for it.
Ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the scan is over, you're given the results, and you're leaving the hospital.
Yeah.
Back home.
Yeah, back home. So first of all is to come into terms. Yeah, to
accept
it.
Both of you.
Yeah.
So paint for us the picture. How was it like when you people were coming back home? Was there a discussion or
actually on the road? On the road we kept quiet.
Everybody is in their own world.
Yeah. Everybody is trying to synchronize everything in his own.
Am I still dreaming or it's reality?
Actually, when we arrived, my wife told me we will go for another scan. Sometimes I think sometimes there's something that can happen and it gets you maybe off guard.
Yes.
Or wrong foot to the extent you can't believe. Yeah. Upon arrival,
you're now home.
We are home. She told me we will go for another scan. There's a portion where David says that when God remembered the captives of Zion, it was like a dream. Yeah, sometimes something will come and you are not into it. Is it really true? Yeah, but we accepted it. Only that we were with our humanity, with our human perspective,
naked eyes.
Yeah, with the situation around.
Yes.
We were looking at it like a very difficult task.
Yes. This is something tough for us.
Yeah.
Wow, what a guest, what a story. And this is a story that actually I think we'll need more. We need more of this. There's more to this. This is Eroo Mtetezi Talks. And I'm your host, Eroo Mtetezi. Today we're having our guest, Pastor Bob. Godwin Kwanya with us here, just shedding light on how life was before and even after, you know, the period before and in the time of Corona.
Sure.
And we thank God that He's here with us. So this is a story that we really need to do. We really need to do this story all together.
There's so much.
And I know, what do you think, viewers? Let me know. Let me know within the comment sections, because we need this story. We need this story, or all of it. So, because of time. So, you are back home. You've accepted. So, what next?
Now we are now to look for other side hustles. Yeah, side hustles to prepare for the babies. Yeah, my wife to go and get to prepare to get some clothes, to get some everything. Now that even whatever we had kept from our firstborn wasn't enough. And it was tricky that during the scan we didn't realize the both gender. One was seen as a boy, but the other one was not clear. The boy had come across the other child. So we were not sure. So we were to prepare. We were to be cautious. What if there are two, a boy, a girl, or boy? So we were to buy so many things to prepare in that
in general view.
So if it's boy girl, we are safe. It's boy we are safe. It's girl we are safe. So it was so hard on us, but we had to look for it. And I must tell you that when you've come to an end, and your human perspective now doesn't bring solution, that's where God comes in.
Wow.
That's where God comes in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to believe the whole process ended well.
Sure.
Now watoto wakazaliwa vizuri.
Wakazaliwa.
And they are now growing well.
We thank God.
So it's twins plus the other firstborn, now 3. So it's 2 boys and 1 girl. We thank God for that. This story, as I said, we shall come back to this story. But because of just the interest of time, just tell us about your ministry. You sing besides preaching. How has it been like your music? How is it being received outside here? How is it? You recorded some songs. You've done some videos. How has it been?
It has not been easy either. I began 2013. 2013 I did my first album, Baba Tuguze. Baba Tuguze, it was a friend who introduced me to this field. And being that I was green, we didn't get that nice studio. So I must say that my first album didn't go well with me. But again, I must appreciate, because it introduced me. It made me to know how the industry works, what is the studio, and what is the quality that you need. So it gave me that opportunity to calculate better for the second album. So Baba Niguze, that album had 6 songs, I think so. 6 songs. Then I worked my second album, which was released 2017. That's why we have songs like Mawazo ya Mungu si kama ya wanadamu. And I can say that I compare the first album and the second album. Now it is introducing me to the industry. Of course, I've now related with, I've interacted with a number of fans, and I'm glad that progressively they are doing well.
Wow, that's amazing. In 2020, you've done a lot of stuff. I've seen you did a Mawazo video, which is also doing well. I've also seen it's being received well, played over.
Thank God.
How is it like?
Mawazo is pushing on. We are still also pushing it as an individual. I came to realize usanii lazima usukume. So
talk to somebody, somebody
interacting with
somewhere.
People.
Share somebody.
It's not easy. Then I thank also God. I think you also helped me. You know, we were just doing it greenly. But later it changed. I introduced myself to the forums, to the social media forums, YouTube, Twitter.
How can people get you on social media?
You can get me in my YouTube channel. That is Pastor Godwin Bob Kwanya.
That's on YouTube.
My YouTube.
Pastor
Godwin Bob Kwanya. Facebook, you can get me Brother Bob Godwin Kwanya. Twitter as well, Bob Godwin, and Instagram as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for being a blessing to us. Guys, ensure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. Look for him, his music all across, and be a blessing to him. You are watching Eroo Mtetezi Talks, a show that is meant to inspire and instill hope to the lives of people outside here. God bless you until next time. I've been your host, Eroo Mtetezi. Bye bye.